Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. There would be those who would say this is inappropriate. You cannot have a human being pretending to be God. You cannot have a human being sitting in front of an audience pretending to channel. It is not appropriate. There would be those who would say that. And there would be those who would say that all my partner's life and into the next. And they are not the ones we are speaking to now. Bless them for their lives and for their paths and for their angelic angelness. For they are just like you. No. There are those who would say this is what it appears to be. And the difference is this, that some of you have developed truly an interdimensional sensor. One that is going to be developed even more in these times, in this age. Your discernment sensor. To know if these things are true or not. I say to those who can see it, look at the colors right now. Look at the colors on the stage. For I am Kryon. I peek through the veil. I arrive in 3 dimensions. And I am using the free choice of the human being to give you these words. I am using the free choice of the humans in this place to hear them. I'm using the free choice of those later in your purview later to tune into this with their free choice. I'm using the ability of synchronicity of those who would read this on the page. And all of that is with free choice. All of that is with a human deciding to do it. From the human who sits on the stage to the human who listens, all of it is free choice. This is the way Spirit works. It honors the human being. I am in love with humanity. I am aware of what we would call the rules here. The rules are that we would not present anything that was not appropriate for the energy of humanity. The rules are that we would never present ourselves in fear anywhere. The rules are that we will tell the truth with integrity. There would never be anything to manipulate any human being, but we would love them. So if anything was changed, it would be their hearts. We are allowed to wash your feet. We are allowed to hold your hand. We are allowed to touch your shoulders and your heads interdimensionally. And that means that if there are those here who wish not to feel anything, they won't. And that honors a human being. And that's the way it works. And that's the way it always has. Now, for those of you who have come for a message, for those of you who have come to feel this family that we present as entourage, I'll tell you, it is here. This is for you. A message that has not yet been given in this fashion is upon you, my partner. And I've given you the hints today of the subject, and I've also given you the hints of trying to explain the unexplainable. So this is for my partner. Clear your head. Do not come too far to the veil. For you need to stay in 3 dimensions in order to present this properly. For you will be the teacher today of the unteachable, as we start a process of teaching about the healing of a human being. It is a new energy in which you sit. What you call the jars of your spirituality, a metaphor for what you can fill your very soul essence with, is changing. Refilling itself with a newness. Some of you will know it before you leave this day. Some of you will say, this was different. Oh, this channeling was different. Did you feel that? Some will say, this is real. Did you feel it? I will tell you this. I am Kryon. I was Kryon yesterday. I will be Kryon tomorrow. And the only difference is the energy that you sit in, allowing you to feel more. What has changed is you. to take a moment and honor the sweetness of the moments that are upon you. This specific message will never be spoken again. Those who sit here with each other will never be in this assemblance like this again. It is unique. No time in history will it repeat itself just like this. That's how unique it is. You might say that all things on the planet are that way. They have a unique stamp upon them. And you'd be right. And yet within this puzzle, there is something that you don't understand. As unique as it seems, there is a whole body experience that is taking place here spiritually from my side of the veil, which is always there. Hard to explain. As unique as you say it is, you can take this uniqueness out the door with you. And interdimensionally you can call upon it again and create it whenever you want. The energy that is here in this moment, the colors that you see, what you are feeling now as you understand and realize this is indeed a message from the other side. This epiphany that some of you may have today is repeatable. All you have to do is sit down and you can create it again. That is the power of spirit. That is the power of God in you. What a sweet thing this is. I wish to tell you about the human body. I want to give you pieces and parts that my partner has taught about for some time, but never through channel. I want to give you some indications of what you can do. I want to give you some realities of what is and what is not. Hardest thing for a human to do is to heal themselves. Ask a healer. Oh, the healer. They can have many come and sit in front of them. And they can walk away healed. Oh, they can pour the energy into others. They're disconnected, you say. They can give the visualization. They can bring them to their own epiphany. Cellular structure can switch. Miracles can occur, and they will get off that table different than they came in. And then the healer will go into the other room with the pains and the aches, sometimes even the disease. And they cannot heal themselves. They can, but they just don't know the process. Oh, they think they do. They're going to use the same process that they used on the other human being, and that's what's wrong, you see. For the first time, they may have to turn internal. They have to go into their own cellular structure, and this is what's missing, and this is what the hard part is, and this is what I want to discuss. The human body is interesting because for you, as you sit in the chairs right now, feeling perhaps your heartbeat, I'll tell you what is there. It is a piece of biology which is you, but it seems to be often in the other room. What I mean by that is there is no communication. It is not designed to communicate with you. The only thing it has is pain. That's all. A one-dimensional aspect given to you early on so you would be able to survive. So you'd know if you were stepping on a hot coal. So you would know if something was hurting you, poking you, to get away from it. Pain seems negative. It seems to be a challenge. It's one of your greatest gifts. It keeps you out of trouble. It alerts you if something's wrong. And that's all you have. It is a one-way communication, and the body gives it to you when you need it. It is actually two-dimensional, you might say. And you don't have an ability to be in a place to talk back to it. It just is what it is. That's all you've got, pain. And many of you accept that. Well, that's the way it is. What am I going to do? The body cannot speak to you, you say. Cannot tell you anything, you'll say. And as proof of this, I give you this scenario, which happens so often, even to light workers. Does it make sense to you that an enlightened body like you have, with the complexity that it has, would be silent in the face of a killer disease that is ramaging through your body? It happens every day. I speak now about the disease which kills more of you in North America than any other disease known to man, and that is cancer. And it's not something you catch. It is something your body develops through irritation. It is a runaway of cells. Uncontrollable it is through your own immune system. Uncontrollable it is through all of the white blood cells sent to the place where it's happening. And here is the story that you don't like to hear. You could be sitting in the chair right now and have it raging through your body and not know it until the body decides to give you pain. Then sometimes it's too late. And you might look at this whole system and say, what kind of a system is this? The body is so dumb that it cannot alert me to these things that are going on in my cells. And yet that is the low energy human being's body. What you came in with here. And therefore you turn, do you not, to others and their tests and their medicines in order to heal you, to document you, to find out what's going on. And that's what it must seem like. And I'm here to tell you it is not that way. It never has been that way. You have always been able to go to certain levels in order to see what is happening inside, and few do. So I will start easily. I'm going to tell you what is available in 3 dimensions, not an interdimensional energy, simplistic things that are available now, even to those who don't even believe it. Always has been. We speak now about what you loosely have called kinesiology. And there are many kinds. And there are many ways. It is a system of feedback from the body to you in 3 dimensions in real time. It has always been there. It is looked at in certain circles as voodoo. Can't be so. There's got to be another energy involved. It isn't correct. It isn't right. Don't do it. Well, you use your own discernment on that. Let me tell you what's going on. Your body is ready to talk to you right now. If you will go to the process